All right, congratulations. You want to start an LLC in Montana. I'm going to walk you through the exact steps that you need to take to get your LLC registered. I'm first going to start with a disclaimer, and this is for educational purposes only. I am not going to actually submit an LLC because I'm going to be having to use fake information. And if I were to submit that, that would be fraud, and I'm not going to do that, especially publish it online. So one of the first things you want to think about is your business name. There are a few things, there's many things that go into picking a business name. I'm not going to get into all of them. For the sake of making one for an LLC, there are a few words that you cannot have in your LLC business name. You can't have the word bank, trust, nonprofit. So make sure you don't have any of those words in your name. Now, the other thing that you want to think about too, you want to make sure that your name is available for the website that you want to create later. The reason being is you don't want to go through this whole process of creating your LLC, paying the fees to do that, and then find out later that you can't use your business name for your website. So do some research beforehand and make sure that that is all good to go before we get to the registration phase. Another thing to think about too is when you're doing your LLC, the name has to have LLC in it. So if it's John's Lawn Care Service, it has to be John's Lawn Care Service LLC. It has to be all together. So with that being said, in Montana, you do have to create a profile with the state in order to register your LLC. If you click on the link below, it's going to take you right to where you have to start creating that profile. All you do is you put your name and your email address, and then you can create your profile. It's nice because then it keeps all those documents inside the Montana Secretary of State website, and they're easy to find. It's also easy when you have to do your annual renewal, which happens every year. You just go in there and you click on nothing's changed with your LLC, and then you are good to go. It just makes it easy. I actually really like Montana's website. It's a good website. All right. So once you get your profile set up, we are going to get into how to get your LLC set up. So let's get into it. All right. So I'm going to walk you through this right now. Now, there are companies out there that will charge you $100, $200, $300 to file your LLC for you. That's $100 to $200, $300 plus the filing fees. So I'm going to show you just how easy this is to do for you to do on your own. And there's no reason why you shouldn't do it. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to forms, and then you're going to look for limited liability company, a domestic limited liability company. So you're going to click on this. Looks like the filing fee is $35. That's actually very reasonable. There's some states that charge you $800 to do this. So let's file online. And you can, if you are in a real pinch and you want to get this filed even faster, you can pay extra to get it done faster. Typically, it's like 2 to 7 business days to get it done. So we'll just do standard, and the entity will be effect. I would just do as soon as it's filed. If you wanted to do a future date for this, you could. I don't know really why you would, but you could do it if you wanted to. So we're going to go to the next step. And this part is going to be, you're just selecting limited liability company. All these other ones, you don't have to worry about. A professional limited liability company, that's what you're going to select if you are creating a business for like a doctor's office, lawyer, accountant, things of those nature. So you don't have to worry about that. And this is going to ask you if you have an active name reservation already for this filing. You're going to hit no. And this is where you're going to put up your LLC name. So we'll just make one up. Say Billy's Lawn Service LLC. And then down here, just if you get those green boxes, that means that name is available. You can select that first one, hit next step, and then you're going to want to select perpetual. That means this LLC is going to go on forever. So if you wanted to have one where it ended on a certain date, you could, but we're going to consider your business to be very successful and you are going to keep it forever. That's what we're going to do. This next section is just describing what your business is going to do. If you sell cookies, it could be that. If you are a dog groomer, you put that. Whatever your business, if it's a service or you're selling something, then you can put that in there. So goods or services, whatever your business is, you'll just put there. Lawn care. And then you're going to put in your business mailing address. So this is going to be the main address that you're going to be having your business at. So if it's your home address, put your home address. If you already have an office set up, you can put your office. If you already have like a warehouse that you're going to be working out of, you can put that there as well. So I'm going to fill this section out and then we will go to the next section. All right, now that we're done with that, we're going to go to the next step. Now, if you want to add a different address, you could do that here. Next step. All right, registered agent. This one threw me off the first time that I registered an LLC. Registered agent sounded so official and professional, and that I needed to find someone that had gone to school to be a registered agent. All the registered agent is the person who's going to be receiving all of the communication from Montana about that business. So any business documents, filings, notices, anything, Montana just wants to know who we are sending these documents to and where we're sending them to. So in this case, you are the registered agent. So you're going to add a new agent, and then you're just going to fill this section out with all of your information. So I'm going to do that, and then we'll get to the next slide. All right, once you have that filled out, you're going to click on this, that the appointed of the registered agent listed above is going to actually be a registered agent. So you'll click that. Again, I'm not going to save any of this, so none of this is actually going to go through, and you're going to hit next. All right, now for this section, it's just going to be asking who's going to be managing your LLC. It's going to be you as well. So you're just going to add, so you click here and select managers, and you're just going to add your information. All right, now that you have that information selected and you have your manager all filled out, you're going to go to the next step. All right, this next section is if you wanted to add any supplemental documents. I never do, so I'm just going to hit no, and you're going to go to the next step. All right, this page is very important. It's the review section. So you want to make sure that everything on your application is correct. You want to double and triple check everything. If you submit all of this and then realize you wanted to use a different address, you're going to have to pay certain fees to get that changed. So double and triple check all of this. Now, I'm not going to go to the next step because that's where you're going to sign and submit, and I don't want to even accidentally get close to doing that. You're going to sign that everything that is on this is correct and true, and then you are going to go pay for that on the pay section, and you're just going to enter in your credit card information, and then you're going to hit submit. Now, depending on how long it takes for them to process your application, it just depends on how busy they are. Like I said, it's typically, I would say, between 3 to 7 business days. They will send you a confirmation that it has been submitted, and then once it has been confirmed, you will then get an email from the state letting you know that your LLC is ready to go. And that takes you to the next step, because once you get that, you're going to get your articles of incorporation from the state. And you have to have your articles of incorporation for the next step of legitimizing your business. You have to get an EIN. That is an employer identification number. You have to have an EIN in order to open up a business banking account, hire employees, file your taxes, get insurance for your business. You have to have it. Now, again, there are companies out there that will charge you $100, $200, $300 just to file your EIN. And getting your EIN is even easier than getting your LLC set up, which was obviously very easy. And the best part about it is it's free. You don't have to worry about paying for the actual filing to get your EIN. That's all completely free as well. But if you click on the link below, it's going to take you to a page that has a video of a step-by-step guide of how to set up your EIN. We also have a business starter pack that has all the documents that you'll need for the first year of your business. It has an operating agreement that is completely customizable. You'll need an operating agreement with your EIN to open up a business bank account. We also provide non-compete agreements, non-disclosure agreements, non-disparagement agreements, documents that you don't even realize that you need right now, but you will. They're all customizable. And the nice thing about this, unlike other companies, you only have to pay once for all of these documents. Other companies make you pay an annual fee if you want to have access to those documents. This is, you pay once and the documents are all yours. They're all customizable. And we have over 30 documents that I personally have curated over the past 15 years of running multiple successful companies. I honestly wish I would have had this starter pack when I started my first LLC. It would have saved me months of time and headache, not to mention probably thousands of dollars. We also have a community of entrepreneurs that can answer all of your questions while establishing and growing your business. Questions like, how do I hire an employee? What paperwork does the employee need to fill out? How do I protect my company from legal liability? Or how do I deal with an angry customer? How do I deal with angry employees? How do I get to the top of Google search results? How do I create a website? What is the most effective way to advertise on social media? How do I pay my business taxes? We have answers for all of these questions. So go check out our business starter pack. It will be one of the best decisions that you make starting your new business. Save yourself from all the mistakes I made when I first started my business and click on the link and let's get your business growing.